like more on the novel, the co-creator Ogden Morrow was a much bigger character in the
movie.
Yeah, he was way cooler in the movie too.
Yeah, Simon Pegg. I've never seen Simon Pegg be a
American. Like he was never American. He had a cool American accent. I thought.
It was cool.
I wanted more of him.
It was pretty convincing.
In the novel, there's this big dance. Like Artemis and Wade get invited to this big like yearly dance party he throws at this famous club.
Oh. Stop.
And they like talk, and that conversation happens there instead of like the big pit dance thing.
Right.
Like whatever that was dumb.
The staying alive.
Yeah, that was dumb.
And it was hard to see. I thought the cuts there weren't very good. It was hard to make out like what they were actually doing.
But
and then it was over.
That's when IOI breaks in, and then. But it's really cool because Ogden Morrow, he's like, not in my fucking party. And then he pulls out like 3 Gatling guns and just shreds through everything.
Ooh. I gotta read the book. I've compiled a gigantic reading list for the summer. A ginormous reading list. Like, I'm not gonna be able to read all these books. You're not going anywhere, you fucker. Stay away. I'm coming for you. No, shit, where did it go? Come on! I tried to get it, but it disappeared.
Yeah. I had the option to see Ready Player One again, and the only way I would see it is if somebody paid me to see it, and then some.
Jesus Christ, what?
You would have to pay me extra money. You wouldn't just have to buy my ticket.
Trent, that's a little steep.
No.
I think if you shoot it, it disappears.
Yeah.
Damn it. I hate that. Whoa! Godly intervention! Die!
Oh, gosh.
Yeah!
It's like racing the clock.
What did you think of Iron Giant?
Like, in it?
Yeah.
It was pretty lame.
I don't know, I thought that was...
Like, I just thought it was dumb. Like, there was no place for it. You were just, Iron Giant, because Iron Giant. Well, remember that cool thing?
Well, yeah, but that's like the entire movie. How many actual like characters from things haven't had an impact in that movie?
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. That was the biggest problem. They were just references for references.
But that's what
it was just cool. It wasn't like strategically done in a way that's like, oh, this feels part of this world.
Well, yeah, but that's like what Second Life is. Have you ever played Second Life or like VR chat? That's like exactly what that is. People just like, oh, I want to play VR chat. Who will I play as?
Okay, but that's real life.
Goku
that's not a
from
cinematic
Dragon Ball Z.
movie.
Well, it made it believable to me. Like, if this actually existed, this would be what it would be like. Just a bunch of modders making a bunch of skins of popular things.
I guess, but that goes back to my whole I was expecting an 80s movie thing.
I guess I see that disappointment. It did. I mean, that's definitely what they were building up to with like advertisements. And
yeah,
stuff like
it
that.
just looked. And okay, the 80s songs they used were so stupid.
Typical.
Yeah, they were just the most basic of 80s songs, and I love 80s music.
I don't know. I liked Hate Myself for Loving You. I thought that was pretty appropriate.
We're not gonna take it.
Yeah, that was dumb.
I
thought that was pretty dumb, especially when he held up the jukebox.
Oh my god.
That was a little.
That was the most original song they could think of. Really?
Yeah. Could have done like Cherry Bomb. Well, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy did Cherry Bomb first, so you can't really do that. At least not recently. I don't know. There's plenty of stuff to do. Yeah.
Yeah, 80s is ripe with good music.
This is true. This is true. I wasn't expecting any the Gundam thing. I thought that was kind of cool.
I laughed so hard.
I choose the form of Gundam. Oh, what is this one?
It's the exact same. You just changed the color.
Oh, no, it spreads. Look at that. The little slicey one. Shit, now I'm locked in that direction. Oh, God. Stay away from me, you fuck. Ah! No! So one thing that I didn't like was Mechagodzilla. Because I'm a big Godzilla nut, and I know what those monsters look like. That was some shit that they made up. The way he looked in that. They called it Mechagodzilla, but that is not any Mechagodzilla from any movie. Like, Like, it wasn't the 70s one, because the 70s one looks like super retro, like one of those old, like, robot, like toys that you wind up with, like, the clock in the back. That's what it looks like, essentially.
You know,
so
I really hope
that.
you're the only one who noticed that.
No! Well, okay, I watch a lot of James Rolfe, alright? He's where my love of Godzilla comes from. AVGN. So I'm sure he probably saw the movie and saw it, too. I mean, I wasn't watching it with anyone, so... I was probably, like, the only person in that theater who noticed something like that.
Just stands up, hey!
No! I object! This is wrong! But I don't know. I thought that was a little forced. I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. I was like, they really couldn't just, like, get a real, version of Mechagodzilla in there? Because, they called it Mechagodzilla, but it wasn't any distinct design. It was some shit they made up.
I was
So
skeptical with the whole CG design at first. But I thought it went pretty well with it.
What, with the characters?
Yeah, how it was all, like, mostly CG.
I guess so, yeah. I hated the way the bad guy's avatar looked. It was like evil businessman Superman or some shit like that. I thought that looked terrible. No, I'm locked! Shit. What else? Ooh. Did you notice that apparently the DeLorean that he was driving had the Knight Rider lights on the front? I didn't notice that.
No, I didn't notice Knight Rider lights on the DeLorean.
Well, I mean, it's like a little red light that goes back and forth on the front.
Oh, wait, yeah, I did notice that, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Aha! Now you're not making fun of me.
I'm still making fun of you.
I didn't notice that the first... Oh! Shit. I didn't notice that the first time. I thought it was cool.
I didn't notice it the first time. Oh, wait, that was my only time.
Yeah, fuck you.
There was just better movies to see.
I guess so.
Like Game Night. That's a great movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
10 out, well, not 10 out of 10, but like 8 out of 10 would recommend.
I've heard that that's been getting rave reviews. People really like that. There's a guy at my work who talks about movies all the time.
It's gonna get... Dang it. I couldn't get out. It's gonna be the most underrated movie of 2018.
Probably. Alright, so... Let's compile a list. Crossover movies. I'm dubbing this genre crossover movies. So there's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The only things that you have to qualify for this category is your movie has to have a bunch of licensed characters that wouldn't otherwise be together. So it can't be like fucking Angry Birds or some shit, or like Super Smash Bros. Well, I guess if that existed, yeah, it would count because it's like a special occasion. Fuck you. But like, okay, so Who Framed Roger Rabbit is one.
Oh, dang it!
Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph. I'm not gonna count the Emoji Movie. Doesn't? No, I guess the Emoji Movie does kind of count. Ew, because it's like all the apps and stuff like that. Because they're like owned by different. Because like Spotify and like Just Dance are like owned by two separate people.
You've seen it?
No, but I've heard it. I've heard that there's a Just
I'm
Dance
sure.
scene. There's a Just Dance scene and a Spotify scene. And,
I'm sure.
Because I've seen a bunch of reviews for it, Trent. Everyone's like, there's literally a scene where they have to go to Dropbox. It's the stupidest movie ever. So like, I guess Emoji Movie kind of counts. What else? Wreck-It Ralph 2 will count because it's a bunch of websites. Okay, opinions on Wreck-It Ralph 2. I'm not sure how to feel about Wreck-It Ralph 2 right now. Have you seen the trailer for it?
I have not. Well, I think I saw it, but I don't really remember.
So like the whole premise of Wreck-It Ralph 2 is that like there's a modem. The guy who runs the arcade gets a modem or so. Ooh, it scrolls. Gets like a modem or like not a modem. Like a fucking he gets internet. He gets Wi-Fi for the arcade and he plugs it into the same outlet that they're hooked up to. So now you can get to the internet through the arcade or through the little power strip Game Central Station thing. And the whole premise of it is that like Ralph and the girl get lost in Penelope. I'm sorry.
You call yourself a fan. Dang it!
They get lost in the internet, and like that's the whole joke, right? They go to a bunch of websites and they don't know what the internet is. So it's gonna be like Grandma / old people Facebook the movie, essentially. And, like, that's the whole joke, and, like, that sounds like a cool idea. Maybe it'll be the Emoji Movie done right. But, like, it doesn't really sound... It just sounds like they're just using Wreck-It Ralph as, like, a device to, like, get to that point.
Wow, who
that
would have
premise.
thought a studio making a sequel that shouldn't have been made? Dang.
Shut up. Well, I mean, because that's my problem with it, right? Like, if it was gonna be, like, just me hearing, hey, Disney's making Wreck-It Ralph 2, I'm just like, oh, shoot, there's so many cool other things with video games that they could do with a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph. Like, I don't know, you could have different characters in there, or make different topical jokes, or, like, it could be about home console gaming now, instead of, like, arcade, old-school stuff. But no, now it's literally just about the internet. Like, that's what it's about. Like, what did the first movie have to do with the internet at all? Nothing. So they're just using it as a premise, like, to get in there.